Hey everybody, welcome to episode 44 of Big Time Reality TV. My name is Andrew Kirk. You can follow me on Twitter at CSUGraddyKirk. You can follow us, me, Whitney, and Stefan, at Reality Radio Pod. And today we're going to be talking Challenge Vendettas. Already got Whitney with us. What's up, Whit?
Hey, what's going on? I was going to call you Stefan. What's going on, Andrew?
Not much. Just
long time.
Happy to be back on. My goal, and I said this last week when I talked with Alan, last week or 2 weeks, I think it was 2 weeks ago, when I talked with Alan Aguirre, I think it was Aguirre, from Medium.com. I want to do more podcasts this year. So two in 2 weeks, pretty good.
Yeah. Off to a good start.
So obviously we got a brand new season of the challenge. It looks like the challenge is going to be 12 months a year. I'm indifferent about that, but hey, every time a new season's on, it's always exciting. You get to see a brand new cast. Obviously,
you do not see a brand new cast. Stop lying. You see the same cast. What's up, Stefan?
Hey, what's going on?
I need you to have more excitement than that, all right? I know you're mad and upset about what happened last night.
Are we live?
You're already live. I text you saying we're going live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, new challenge is always exciting. We always get a fresh new cast, fresh new format.
That's my phone.
And it's great to have it. I guess it's great to have it 12 months a year. I mean, it's crazy for us as podcasters because we don't ever get any time off, even though we don't podcast that much anymore.
Yeah. Well, our time's just crazy. So like to get together, and so this is good that we actually have this time. We're all here. We have the time to talk about the show, and this season of the challenge, it's about vendettas. That's what the whole theme is about. Apparently, everyone has these serious vendettas against someone on the cast, and they really talked more about that this week on the show. Like as soon as we started, everyone was like, "Oh, this person might vendetta because of this person." So, but before we get into any of that, I really just want to talk about the cast, the new cast members that we have on the show, and not talking about like challenge cast members. I'm talking about the actual new, fresh people we have on American
from
MTV.
UK and Are You the One?
And no, UK and Big Brother is what I'm actually talking about. Are You the One is not new.
Right. I thought you meant Alicia and Cam.
Oh yeah.
They're
we
pretty
have some new Are You One people.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like we have
the
some
UK
new,
people
like
and Big Brother
series a part of
the networks.
The challenge, yeah, which is really it's actually pretty cool. I kind of like it. I like who they chose from the UK. I mean, not that I have any other preference. I don't watch those shows. But I have some standouts here, and you can disagree with me and call anyone else out if you think they are more of a standout. But I have Kaylee, I think that's how you pronounce it. Kyle and Josh from the UK is like the standout of that group, right?
100%.
I agree.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring it
really competitively. Kyle and Josh. Kaylee hasn't really done anything yet, but competitively, Kyle and Josh.
Kaylee, like
Josh was first, so
Kaylee seems like she could potentially be a Jemmy or a Marie when it comes to confessionals.
Yeah, she's gonna be involved in the drama for sure. She's gonna be involved in that arena. But the guys, Kyle and Josh, particularly, they are already like showing out and really like Josh was number one in the first episode in the first challenge, and then
that
Kyle
first challenge he reminded me of Jordan, the race.
He reminded you of Jordan?
Yeah, the way he was running, coming in first place.
Right. Well,
speaking of the race, did you guys see the video of Nelson running up the hill?
I did, yeah.
Like he got a stick up his butt.
I didn't see that. He was probably really tired and just trying to run any way he can.
Yeah.
Somebody posted on
all tired.
That Challenge Fans Facebook group of how Nelson was running. It was pretty fun.
You know, you never ran and just got extremely like exhausted and fatigued.
I ran
it's like you're trying to drag your body, your limbs, any which way you can. I felt so bad. I was in pain just watching them. But the thing about Josh Stowe coming in first, that was really impressive. However, when you see a guy who's clearly not going to pass you, and the name of the game is to just don't be last, there's really no incentive to try and get first place there. At least that's the way I saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a few bucks, but at the same time, it's like you're just trying not to be the first one out. And when you see Rogan, who's like passed out on the ground.
You didn't say it right. It's Rogan.
Rogan, not I can't know my R's.
He said it. He said it a good time.
So but yeah, that was a good showing for Josh.
Rogan.
I keep wanting to call him Josh for Josh.
Ross. Call him Ross.
Ross. That's like almost wrote too. But and Cal with this second episode ended up in the Troika, which was even more impressive. Because looking at him, I was not expecting him. I really was expecting someone maybe like a Nelson to find his way up there, or Shane even. He looks to have some type of endurance, but Cal ended up in there, which was that was impressive.
Shane in third place.
No.
Oh, you're talking about that pit.
We're talking about last night.
Yeah, I'm talking about the pit.
Yeah.
That one. So what do y'all think about the UK people, like as far as their personalities, their interacting with other cast members? Like, what do y'all think?
It's really early.
I like them a lot. I like them a lot. I think they're a great addition to the challenge. Great personalities. They're bringing competitiveness. Besides Kaylee. But you never know. Kaylee may bring something, in the competition somewhere else.
From a social media perspective, it's really good because Kyle, I was telling with this before we went live, Steph, and Kyle has 1.1 million followers on Instagram. So I mean, he has a lot of fans already. So bring them in. Obviously, not the 1.1 million is going to watch, but last week the ratings were really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder what we were last night. I think we were like 8 something last week. Just
it was like a little over 800.
Yeah.
1,000.
That's really good.
Hopefully it went up last night.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they're airing this in the UK too. That would help.
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
But I like Kyle. I feel like he's in for the long haul. Josh.
I like his gameplay. I like that he's.
I like Josh the best. I kind of wish Rogan stayed. Kyle, I don't know.
Rogan, he had a bad back. Okay, Rogan went home to see a chiropractor. He needed to stay home. This was not. I don't even know if he can be able to be on the show anymore because everything that they do will probably trigger some muscle back there, or probably aggravate it. So it's gonna hurt. It's gonna bring back the pain. He's gonna feel fine walking around or maybe going for a jog at home, but when you're doing all these strenuous activities on the challenge, that's gonna be a lot on your back anytime. So I don't know if he can continue to do it.
Bananas. Someone said that everyone had a bad back going up the mountain because it's like an upscale, whatever. They said everyone left with a bad back. It's just that Rogan had.
He had surgery.
Much worse because he had surgery on it.
Corey freaking ran up, and we're definitely going to be talking about him in a little bit. Corey ran up the hill with a freaking torn ACL. Well, it's not torn anymore, but he had a torn ACL. So, I mean, can't really say it's much. I mean, I can tell Josh Rogan, whoever the heck it was in pain. But if Corey can do it on a old sprained ACL, so can anybody, I think.
Well, that's it.
Yeah. But his surgery
back different than you have surgery on your.
I gotta mute myself. Keep going.
But all right. So let's move on for them. We have some Big Brother people on the show as well. I'm not super stoked about who they chose from this particular season of Big Brother. However, I think they both brought something to the table in these first 2 episodes. We got to see, well, mainly because he was nominated, but we got to see more of Victor this second episode. And Natalie is really paving the way for her future on this show because she is the first person since I think Camilla that was aired
on camera relationship with Johnny Bananas, or building a relationship.
And it's like, so they're gonna milk that for whatever they think it's worth. So
and there goes
that's good marketing for her.
Exodus 3, for her to come back.
Right. But competitively though, neither of them have stood out to do anything.
They're kind of like average players.
Yeah, they didn't really they're not the worst, but they don't show any potential really to even be competitive against some of these challenge beasts they're competing with. But that's that. They seem to be integrating pretty well though with the cast members, so that's good.
Socially, it seems like it's good.
It seems like a good fit.
We're talking about Alicia, right?
No, we're talking about Victor.
Big Brother.
Honestly, I feel like Natalie's doing a really good job. She's interacting with some of the guys. She's interacting with the girls. Victor, I don't know what it is about him I don't like. I feel like he still thinks he's on Big Brother. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, he doesn't, and he wasn't that great on Big Brother.
No.
He wasn't good at all, actually. He got eliminated like 3 times on the same show, on the same season. So I do think that he came into this thinking like, okay, I was just on a game show. Now I'm on another game show, but it's completely different. The vibe is completely different, and the way you go about your conversations with people, the politicking is completely different.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence with them. I think they're. Yeah, I'm still on the fence. I'm still have to wait and see.
I'm not on the fence. I'm a firm believer that they pick their own people. Although Natalie is doing better than what I expected, I still believe that Devon and Paulie were the 2 that they should have picked from that season.
Oh,
because
for sure.
Their vendetta was far more intense.
Oh yeah,
and serious.
And
way more. It had a better storyline.
Even though they may not have as many followers on social media, I think that they would have brought more people from Big Brother to watch the challenge.
Yeah.
Rather than like Victor and Natalie, who are just kind of like these attractive people who have people like to follow.
But do you think they would have had a better social game? Do you think Devon would have had a better social game than Natalie?
On the challenge, I think so, because on the challenge, I feel like she would have integrated more with like a Marie or like a Veronica,
and more than just Johnny Bananas and hooking up. Yeah,
right. And she may have been eyeing Nelson or somebody.
Or
who knows? You don't know. You never know. But I do think that she would have been a better social player than
politically,
maybe
all of that.
Because the challenge is more her game. The Big Brother is very hush hush and quiet, and you have to kind of sneak around, do this. If you flip out, you're a target. The challenge is like you look more shady if you're quiet than you do if you're like flipping out and going crazy.
You guys can see me.
That would have been. What do you say?
Okay, I felt like I was frozen for like a good 20 seconds. Maybe.
You were.
I'm good now.
You're good. But yeah, so let's get back to these casts. And then, all right, so let's go back to the theme. The theme of the show is Vendettas, which, I mean... I like it if it was
like
accurate.
But it's more open. Some people have like more Vendettas than just one,
You say Vendettas?
Vendettas.
I thought you said Vendellas. I was like, Nelson Mandela?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's just like I wish they would have put some more people, put actual Vendettas on the show. They had that. They had people wanting to do the show who had actual.
Yeah. I guess they had to cast who they can get, because Amanda took off. Camilla can't be here.
No, but you have Jen and Anna, which would have been awesome.
They had a bunch of UK people they wanted to bring in.
Yeah, Kayla and Melissa. Yeah. Like they're.
No, I know what you mean.
Doesn't seem.
But I am happy they brought in those 2 RE1, the 2 new girls from RE1, Alicia and Cam.
Yeah, and I don't think they need
showing out.
They can just put Alicia and Cam in because that right there is their vendetta. They didn't need Eddie. Eddie stole somebody's spot.
Yeah. But it's so weird how they did that to him. They just edited him out. not even saying a word.
Yeah, apparently he.
No, there's a restraining order. Corey just, yeah, Corey tweeted it out.
Did MTV not know about this shit?
Right. Did Alicia not know that Eddie was coming? I'm pretty sure she probably knew.
Yeah, they knew.
Well, I mean,
you traveled together on a plane.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
you all traveled together.
Before Eddie got the final cast, like, she should have told someone, say, hey, I have a restraining order on this person.
I mean,
obviously, one of us, we both can't come.
They put him on the Dirty 30 behind the scenes special, too. Talking to Tori. So it's like, if they knew they were going to cut him out, why?
Wait, but was Alicia there with Tori?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so that's why. They can't be together because there's a restraining order. If it's a legit restraining order.
So, yeah, he stole somebody's spot. I'm pretty like bitter about that. Like that could have gone to freaking
Jason
Brian.
and Nicole from Skeletons.
Whatever. Brian.
No, Jason and Nicole from Skeletons, even though they're friends now.
You know, I think you should have gone give it
to Vendetta.
Go Eddie. Bring in somebody that was one of the alternates. I know Corey was an alternate. I know Derek was an alternate.
Corey is so boring.
Or Derek K.
He's boring.
Bring in Derek K.
Listen. Bring in Corey or bring in Derek and take out one of the girls and put in Hannah for Brittany.
No, that's
I don't know. Brittany.
Don't become a casting director, Andrew. That's not.
I like Brittany, but no, not that much.
Okay, all right. Talking about Brittany, I do want to talk about that, but I don't really want to. I want to talk about the theme, really. I want to talk about the theme. Let's get that out of the way because they have some new things going on that they never did on the challenge. They have this thing called the Troika, which is just the top three performers of that day's challenge.
Another word for inner circle. That's why I wanted to say so bad.
That's all it is. And it's like inner circle is better because you sound like you're
the Troika
sound like royalty.
Like Survivor or something. Like what are we talking about?
What is the Troika? I thought it was a thing. I thought it was like a thing that you had to win. What's the Troika?
Hold up. Say that again, Stefan.
A what?
Say Troika again.
Troika?
I think you said Troika.
It's all the same thing.
Right.
But I like that they did bring that back.
The man knows an example of that, but he doesn't know that the native language of Australia is English. Like what the heck?
Right. I just hope it doesn't get too repetitive. Like if it's the same people, we're gonna realize we're gonna guess who they're gonna vote in each time, and then we're gonna guess who's gonna be that one person.
Well, no, because the challenges aren't like the challenges. Anyone could win a random challenge. So right. Like everyone has their weaknesses and strengths.
Are we assuming it's going to be like free agents in a Dirty 30?
Mm-hmm.
No. Because it seems like the challenges are individual every time because you have to win yourself in the Troika. It's not a team. The Troika isn't a team that wins together. They win individually.
Didn't Brittany had an opportunity to be in the Troika this season or this episode, or was it just all guys? Because it seemed like TJ said something to Brittany saying that you came in fourth place.
Because she was the top girl, but she wasn't the top overall. So the Troika is co-ed. So you have to be in the top 3 overall.
So Brittany could have been in the top 3 this episode had she been number 3 or number 2.
Right, but she was just the number 1 girl, so she didn't beat those 3 guys.
Dang, so they could have had next episode it could be all 3 guys voting for the girl. That's crazy.
That's what I wanted to bring up again. It's like what do y'all think about that? Like
I like that, but it's so sneaky because now you gotta. That's crazy.
You have to win. You have to you have to think about I'm competing against guys now.
And now you do need to have relationships with the opposite sex because you never know that person may save you. Brad, Brittany, Natalie, Alicia, and Corey. You never know.
For like the opposite sex days, I know I've read that they're going to do guy elimination, girls elimination, sometimes both. But if they have just a girl elimination day, I just hope they let the top girl finisher at least be in the Troika.
I agree, but it sounds like the top 3 people.
I don't want them to let anything happen. I kind of like that. This is a different thing. Yeah, it's just the top 3 people because now you have to think about. Now the girls have to really think about when they get in the Troika. Like, look,
And the
even if it's a guy's day, you still need to do well because guess what? You're now competing with the guys. So like if I was in that first troika, I would have been like, look, Nelson is a beast in eliminations, but he's not that great in challenges. So it's like, let's take this opportunity to throw in a top guy who's good at challenges because that person is going to be battling for your spot in the troika next challenge. So you need to always play the game, no matter if it's a guy elimination day or a girl elimination day. That's the way I look at it.
You gotta play for
you can't take a day off, and
you gotta have your people
right.
last.
You can't take a day off. You have to always you have to play the game 24/7, which I think is really really cool. It's like Big Brother. It's like Big Brother because there's one HOH.
You never know if it's a guy
or
a girl.
It's not a girl HOH week or a guy HOH week.
Yeah, it could be anyone.
Yeah.
So should we get to what we all want to talk about?
Well, no, because there's that's kind of towards the end of the second episode.
Okay, I'll let you control it then, because I
also want to go. Well, right now I'm just going by the themes.
Okay, because I have a sound effect for once we get to what I want to talk about.
Okay. Well, now we learned something in the second episode at the very end that now there's these grenades thrown into the mix.
Yeah, I catch
which I think is the coolest thing.
What is that for though?
It's for because now it's the grenade is for anyone who wins an elimination, they get a grenade and it's like a penalty or it's like a curse that you can throw on whoever your vendetta is. So like say Nelson or Corey, whoever wins this elimination, say Corey wins this elimination, he wins, now he gets a grenade. The grenade can be like, okay, take 5 minutes off of their next time in the next challenge or something like that. He can apply that grenade to Johnny or to Cal or whoever he wants to. So now he just affected the game by just winning elimination, and now it creates this whole other level of strategy that has to come out and play.
No, yeah, I like that.
I like that too. That's
something different,
right? And it's like it gives you more to fight for in elimination than just the money.
Because you get something out of it,
right? So now, like Corey said in the end, he's like, "I'm coming for Kyle," because he felt betrayed by Kyle. So now, if he wins, he gets that grenade. Boom, Kyle, right? I like it.
I'm just confused. I'm confused because we know there's going to be an elimination, but I felt like in the trailer we saw more scenes.
Yeah, Steph, you and I were talking about this. I feel like we saw more stuff about the guys in the trailer.
Yeah, like I saw more scenes with Corey and more scenes. Well, obviously more scenes with Nelson, but I thought I saw a scene with Corey, but maybe they edited it to make it seem like it was
like Nelson. Yeah, gets in a fight with one of the UK guys, and Corey gets in a fight with Brad, doesn't he?
I thought maybe they edited it to make it seem like Brad was talking to Corey because they weren't like.
Yeah, they always. There's so many moments that happen that I hear that are always edited out.
Mm-hmm.
So they always have so many fights that go on that.
Maybe they say no elimination because Eddie left. You never know.
I don't know.
It's uneven.
I thought I saw.
They don't really care if it's uneven guys and girls.
I don't think they would do that because then they would have to acknowledge to the viewers that he actually left.
Well, let's talk about this though.
It's so weird because they didn't. I don't know. It's so weird that they showed Eddie's face in like all the pictures and even in Cam's like intro, whatever before the season.
That's where they messed up. Yeah. They gave him a photo. They put him.
It's like okay, where is this
photo in a bio? It's like why even if that's how you're gonna handle it. So maybe they didn't know how they were gonna handle it. I don't know. It was just weird. Maybe they didn't think.
No.
They just didn't think.
Like,
that was weird because he was gone before that challenge, before the second challenge.
Yeah, I realized that. And that's why I was like, "Where's Eddie?"
And now Eddie's gone, and TJ didn't even mention him. So.
The thing is, Stefan, I don't know if they're going to do if they're not going to be like, oh, we're going to cancel elimination. Like,
or maybe they do it, but then
there's only one winner. There's no guy.
That's why I'm like, they probably don't care because it's co-ed. It's only one winner, so they can have an uneven amount of guys and girls. They probably don't care.
Instead of having 18 episodes, they only need 14.
They don't. Yeah, they don't need 14. They need to. Dirty 30 was so long. I was like,
oh, this is gonna be it.
Towards the end of the season, I was like, okay, I'm done.
Well, you already know how this season is gonna go because that right now they're alternating elimination episodes, and they didn't even get an elimination in this episode.
Right. So who knows? We may just see the elimination next week, and that's it. I would like to see a girls'
two people already left with Rogan and Eddie, so maybe that counts for
Nani's cousin.
And Nicole. So we already have 3 people gone from the cast. So maybe that's okay that we didn't get an elimination this episode.
Right.
So maybe we'll get 2 next episode.
I doubt that.
I doubt that too.
As the way ever since Rivals 3, we haven't had a consistent challenge elimination.
Yeah. You did once on Dirty 30, but that's it.
Once.
Yeah.
It was such a precious moment.
Towards the end of the season.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I guess we already talked about that. Okay, well, another thing I wanted to get to was this love triangle that I find is so boring and disgusting. Mainly because I don't really find Cal all that great. I mean,
Team Marie.
Huh?
Team Marie.
What'd you say?
Team Marie.
Oh, Team Marie. I was like,
yes.
Always.
Kyle's basically the British Abram. I mean, look at all the tats. That's why he wants them.
It's
they're both pirates.
I just don't. I think that maybe it's just limited. Maybe if you look at all the guys, Brad is taken, Johnny is Johnny, and Rogan left. Tony is in a relationship. Josh is in a relationship. Victor was with Nicole at the time. You don't really have any options. Nicole from Big Brother.
Ramsey?
I think he's if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Nicole. I'm talking like...
No, they're in. We have so many Nicole.
Well, if Marie's looking for an exes, like a partner for exes, she better, start.
She has Rob. She don't want Cal when she has Rob.
But the thing is, will MTV cast Rob again? Rob say yes?
They're going to keep Kyle denying. 1.1 million followers. That's all I got to say.
No, but Carl Marie's going to get Kyle again. Unless they bring back
I don't know. I think they might do archives and get Abram.
Yeah, I would like Abram to come back. But someone was saying Veronica and Abe should come back as
on the first X's where they really
it's coming back because we got Natalie.
Who?
Bananas and Natalie. Bananas finally has a partner for X's.
Gosh, so. I don't want to hear about Natalie. And not because of Bananas. Like I don't know. I just can't with Natalie.
It's coming though.
Like she talks, her voice. Oh my God, does she?
She's actually tolerable on this challenge, and that's probably because there's no live feeds.
And on Big Brother, you have to talk in that hyper voice.
I mean, she's good looking, yes, I will say that. But does she try so hard to be so cutesy?
I feel like she did that on Big Brother a lot.
Oh yeah.
Here she calmed down because she doesn't have to be that fake in those confessionals, all super sweet and loud.
Well, everyone's tone it down. Like annoying and fake in their confessionals. Except Marie, of course, and Shane.
Right,
my peoples. Okay, so let's get to the exciting part of the.
One thing real quick before you get to the exciting part, Jimmy's confessional in the first episode calling Bananas overrated was excellent.
Which is true.
Okay,
times 100. I agree with that.
Well, before we get to it, let me get the sound effect. Ready?
Wait, what is the exciting part of the episode?
I'm just talking about the challenge and the Troika discussions and
the Inquisition.
I love that Inquisition.
The Inquisition is just basically like, to me, it's like a Celebrity Apprentice, the boardroom. Everyone
I never watched that, but I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Everyone has to defend themselves in that meeting or whatever.
It's awesome. Okay, go. Do your sound effect, Andrew.
Yeah.
I already did. You missed it.
That was terrible. Then do it again.
Let's get it on. It's me and you versus Stefan.
Which is not fair. So.
Hey, you brought it on yourself, bro.
Well, I can't help it that I agree with the real one.
Is that the sound effect that I just heard?
Ding.
All right, I'm tired of hearing. All right, let's go.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, so
Stephen, you got the floor, bro.
no. Leo, you got to set it up.
I have nothing to say. Everything I said was...
All right, so
okay. Now that we're on a podcast, you don't want to speak up. Come on.
Just go ahead.
Okay, so
it.
the troika, the top three.
This was not the exciting part for me, but go ahead. Go ahead.
The troika, the top three people from the second challenge, which I thought was really cool. It looked like a tiring challenge when they had to pull themselves up and get 3 balls and out of the foam pit into a little basket. And whichever the first 3 that get their balls in the basket the quickest,
it would have
won. Or I guess I don't know, like
it would have been interesting to see who Brittany would have voted for had she beat it like the third guy and was in third place.
Well, the third guy was
Brad.
Oh, Brad.
It was either Brad or Kyle.
Yeah,
that's right. Because Johnny got first. He got the 25,000.
You think Brittany would have voted for Tony? For Brad? Yep.
I think Brittany would have voted for
Brad. With Brad for Tony. So Corey would have been safe.
No, because you saw how Brad was fighting against Johnny. Brittany wouldn't have done that. Brad would have tried to tell her what to do, but Brittany, once Johnny got in there, I don't think Brittany would have had
Brittany would have voted for Corey?
I don't know. I'm saying I don't think she would have had that in her to really fight against what Johnny would say.
No, I think she would. I think Brad would have been like, "I'm voting for Tony," and Brittany would have just voted with Brad.
But Brad wouldn't have been in there. It would have been Brittany, Kyle, and Johnny. Is what I'm saying.
Was Brad third?
Yeah, because Kyle was second. So that's what I'm saying.
If it was the other way around, it would have been better off for Corey.
Yeah,
because Brittany would have decided with Bananas and Kyle.
Let's get down to the brass tacks here. What Corey said
was terrible.
Okay, I gotta give him an E for effort.
The delivery was all wrong. I agree.
Like to the fact that he tried to throw Brad under the bus, saying that he was in alliance with Devin, Victor.
I agree.
And Shane.
You can't go after each.
Like, was he going in either way? Probably. But the thing is, dude, his social game is.
My thing is, he probably waited. He probably thought this was like a meeting that needed to be, that they had to like spill everything out on the table. He should have spilled everything before the meeting.
Yes.
Got to the meeting, kept his mouth shut, tried to still paint the target as Victor, defend himself, and that's it. He didn't have to throw out Brad's name. He's a part of the group that's voting. That's not smart.
So what makes
and then you bring up a conversation you had with Victor at the table, knowing Victor can lie, which he did, and no one believed Corey.
Right.
Because Corey came out and said that the conversation he had with Victor was real.
Yeah, but what makes you think that
Victor was on that Big Brother?
He
was like, "What are you talking about?" No.
Right? Yeah, he's used to that. He has that Big Brother.
He knows how to lie and like be slick with it.
Corey's not. Yeah, he wasn't smart, but the idea of targeting Victor was smart, but the delivery was all wrong. He waited until he got to the table, which was not right. He should have been plotting.
So what?
Before it,
and he involved Brad in it.
Yeah, which was not
1/3 of the troika, and that right there, Brad and Bananas can just be like, okay, then you're gone. You know, right. So you have to pit Kyle and Brad against Bananas. That's what
I agree
to do.
But regardless of what he said, and before the meeting, Corey was going to go in no matter what.
Yeah. So why are you?
It didn't matter.
Mad about the decision then?
I think so too. I think he was going to go in.
Why are you mad at Kyle for the decision then?
Because I felt like he was okay with siding with Bananas and not siding with Brad. Because originally Brad wanted Tony, and Kyle knew that.
It's the first vote, dude. Like,
it's the first vote. He has no loyalty and no ties to anyone. So why would you just automatically be afraid to side with Brad and not?
But you have to look.
Actually, you have no loyalty to anyone. What's the point?
Well, I mean, if he doesn't want a future challenge, and Banana does, obviously Bananas isn't going to put him in. I mean,
what about Brad? He has no loyalty to Bananas. He has no loyalty to Brad. Brad could easily win. Now what?
But Brad's not mad at
That's
Kyle.
where I was coming from. I felt like
Brad's
he
not
was
mad at Kyle though.
siding with Bananas, but he wasn't okay with siding with Brad.
Like I told you on Twitter last night, if you listen to Brad's interview with Derek and Scott on Challenge Mania, he and they said this on the episode last night. He's never had a decent relationship with Bananas.
Yeah, I knew that.
But the thing is,
Brad?
it's the first. Yeah, Brad. He's never had a decent relationship.
I saw that
the first vote.
First episode, the season they were on together.
I mean, it's the first vote. I mean, Bananas is obviously going to win more daily challenges.
No one knows that though. I don't know. I just felt like he was easily influenced, and it could have gone with Brad voting in Tony, but Kyle was friends with Bananas.
Stefan, I think that you're putting a lot more out there that wasn't shown. Like we don't have the information that you're putting out there. So the fact that you're saying that Brad wanted to vote in Tony, we never saw that.
He did.
No, we never saw that. He wanted him to be in the 3, but we never saw Brad fight for Tony to be the one to go in. That whole Corey did have a conversation
with Kyle saying vote for Tony, and then Kyle said something like he doesn't want to piss off Bananas and Leroy, and that's why he voted for Corey.
So you're saying that you're mad at him for siding with Bananas and Leroy and not siding with Corey and Nelson.
Bananas?
Not siding with Corey Nelson, not siding with Brad, because he's afraid to piss off Bananas and Leroy, but he's not afraid to piss off Brad. He basically told Brad no, but he couldn't tell Bananas no. That's what I was saying.
Like I said, it was the first vote.
Yeah, it's the first vote, but like he has no loyalty to anyone. So what does it matter? He has no loyalty to Bananas.
What matters is that here's what matters. So what matters is that Corey put a target on himself. That's what matters. And Corey called out Brad. He called out Victor. So already he has people against him that weren't against him before. That's what matters. Tony didn't do all that. So even by Corey doing that
Brad
himself,
still wanted Tony in. But like I understand why Brad switched his vote to Corey, because it was 2 against 1.
Yeah, the only reason why, not the only reason, the only 2 people that have 150% loyalty to Bananas is Leroy and Tony.
I don't even think Tony. I just think Leroy.
And that's because they're best friends, so you can't really put that against Leroy.
Yeah, I still root for Leroy, even though he's best friends with Bananas.
But I think that
you got to take.
But everyone can't be friends with Bananas. This we are making this the Bananas show. Like you got to be friends with Bananas to go far.
How are you people playing the game?
Half the challenges, bro.
So the game is to get on the challenge and be Bananas' friend.
How are you seeing that though? He lost. He's been voted in.
No, I thought you said something about Leroy and Tony.
Oh my gosh.
Who?
I thought you guys brought up Leroy and Tony saying that this is a good game. This is their game.
I'm saying it's gameplay.
Tony and Leroy.
Oh, okay, Kyle. See, I thought you were talking about.
No, Tony and Leroy are terrible at game. I always said that they only come on the show just to be BFFs with Bananas, and I thought that was terrible. I'm
but
talking
you
about
can tell Tony wants to win, though. He does want to win, but he's win. I mean, I don't know. You never know. He may be in the finals this season.
As far as Kyle goes, I don't think it was a terrible decision to agree to.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Bananas.
It just looked kind of weak. To me, that's it.
It looks weak because it's Bananas, and people are, and that's all it is. If it wasn't Bananas, and it was Shane who wanted to throw it,
it wouldn't have looked weak, but because it was Bananas, it was like okay.
And then it's like, okay, everyone's following Bananas, but really, it's not like that. It's just an easy decision because Corey put himself out.
But I feel like from here on out, Kyle's going to make his decisions in favor of keeping Bananas happy. That's what I think. From here on
probably.
Out. And that's to me, that's going to be boring to watch.
It's not gonna be boring to watch because they're
it is. You're helping Bananas' game out. You're helping Bananas.
No, but by aligning himself, listen what I'm saying. By aligning himself with someone who has potential to win, he then is helping his own game. You can't just go out on the limb and
that's true. And Corey did that on Bloodline, so it's all good.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you have to help each other by helping each other. That's the way the game works. You can't be just on your own. And that's where Corey's problem lies.
Everyone can't have an alliance with Bananas. That's all I'm saying.
Not everyone does, though. Not everyone does. That's the thing. You keep saying everyone does, so not everyone does.
Can I say something real quick?
People are just more subtle about it, and Corey is going the wrong way about it.
Well, it should be interesting to see what happens once
Bananas. I think Brad makes it interesting. Brad makes it interesting because he's not afraid to step up like Corey steps up, but Johnny has this respect for Brad and a knowledge that Brad can actually take him out. So things are going to be interesting like that.
Yeah, and I hope something happens like that.
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick? I feel like I can't get a word in edgewise.
I'm all out.
What I was trying to say is, like, just because he voted with Bananas on the first vote doesn't mean that he's with Bananas. He's voting with Bananas because
it doesn't mean that, but I think he's going to be his vote is going to be in favor of Bananas first.
That's your prediction, yeah.
Watch my prediction be true. It's going to be true.
All right, finish your statement, Andrew. Finish your statement.
If he would have voted against Bananas wins a challenge, I guarantee you Kyle would have been thrown in the troika. You can't piss off people in power.
But what about Brad? He wasn't afraid of Brad?
I think it came down to Tony and Corey's delivery. That's what it came down to. It came down to their games. Yeah. Because he also said that Corey and Nelson are like, they're like this bromance that
Bananas is going to win again. I mean, it's a given. Is he going to win the challenge? We can't say because we obviously know the outcome of the challenge.
Right.
But it's like, he's obviously going to win daily challenges again. And do you want to piss off the people who've done these shows for 100 million years? No.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I just think that when it came down to it came down to how the nominees carry themselves. Because Brad is definitely someone who's, can go toe to toe with Johnny. But you have to look at it like, look, how am I going to set myself up in the future? I don't know any of these people. I have this guy. I bet that other people in the house talked about Corey and Nelson as far as like them always being together and this and that. So Kyle's probably getting the vibe like, okay, these guys are clearly tight. Everyone, I heard that
same vibe with Bananas and Leroy too. So
because Bananas integrates himself with people. He has a really good social game. I read that Corey and Alicia kind of secluded themselves and they stayed kind of to themselves.
Let me make a statement on Bananas Nelson.
So that's a difference.
I know Hunter's not on the season, but let me make a statement on those three. They're great TV. They're good competitors. But the thing is, the game is not all about the challenges like it used to be back in the Battle of the Sexes Inferno Gauntlet days. Am I right?
What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not all about the challenges. If it was all about the challenges, I guarantee you, Corey, Nelson, and Hunter would probably, one of those three would have a win by now.
Yeah, because there's a lot of individual wins. If it was like team wins, more people at the end.
But it's more about a social game, and the thing is, Nelson.
It's always been about a social game.
Nelson freaking bulk up. They say, "Oh, I'm the best. I'm the best. Who can beat me? Who can beat me?" And it pisses everybody off.
But I didn't see that this season, though. So
no, not this season. They just have a reputation now, though.
Yeah,
they have a reputation, but you can't assume that they're the same people.
But when you have
Johnny Bananas has been playing people since day one, but everyone seems to follow on the Johnny Bananas track of following
not everyone. That's
until they get cut loose
or
until they get played like Sarah.
Is Johnny
right? Making this up, though.
How am I picking that up?
You are because
Johnny Bananas doesn't play people.
Since Rivals 3, he's lost every challenge because people are onto his game and people aren't scared to throw him in now. So now, yes, before that was correct, but now it really only has Leroy and Tony that appear to be diehard Bananas fans.
That's true, but
nowadays, like Cara would throw him in if she didn't need him. Brad would throw him under the bus. Marie don't give a crap about him. Veronica, Shane, they don't care about him. They're not scared of him. No one's following him other than Tony and Leroy. No one's scared of him.
Nobody's
Kyle. Add Kyle.
Kyle is.
I think Kyle, because I heard that Kyle is in his room. So, and that makes a difference who you're in the room with.
Right.
So that's who you bond with. You have to put that
right.
into. You have to
That's
factor
what,
that
yeah,
into it.
that's what Corey was brought up with the whole fake alliance or real alliance. What now? I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens after.
Yeah, we have a few
next
minutes
week.
here. Let's wrap up.
Can we talk about something real quick? I want to get something off my chest real quick with Stefan.
What's up?
We talked about this about a month ago when it happened. I'm talking Chance for Stars real quick.
Oh, great.
Please tell me about T.O. Why was it good for him to quit on Charity?
Next subject.
Let's get a Chance for Stars on another episode. That's gonna take more than
that was so long ago, Andrew. No, I agree. I felt like he did what he had to do because he was being picked on.
I told you this in Twitter and text. It's all love, man.
No, I felt like he did what he had to do to save himself from not hurting his name. I mean, he was being picked on, so whatever.
Poor baby.
It is what it is.
I'll do what he did.
What? All right, let's just wrap things up. All right, so any predictions now? Any predictions on, I guess, the next episode? We saw a preview of the next episode. All right, so let's just throw out there, like, we saw kind of what they're going to do. It's like hashtag something. I guess it was like,
I'm going to say this. There's a chance. And I mean, there's not obviously with only one winner, they don't have to say, oh, there's no elimination, but there's a chance that there's not going to be an elimination.
Okay, that's a prediction.
I don't think, because either that or say somebody wins and say, I feel like the grenades are going to be like, do you remember how America's Care Package worked for Big Brother?
Yeah, but they were voted on.
Yeah, like I feel like, oh, say Corey, you won this elimination round. There's gonna be like certain things. Oh, this person sits out the next challenge. This person automatically goes in elimination. Save a friend, some stuff like that. And I feel like whoever wins elimination is going to be like, save the person eliminated. It's going to be one of the things. And whoever wins elimination, this is just a very, very out of left field guess. But whoever wins elimination is going to be like, oh, I'm saving this person. He's not going home.
I don't know if they'll do something like that.
As much as I've talked bad about Corey Nelson, I don't want them to go this early. To go episode 3 would be very disappointing. Because both of them, and I don't know if you agree or disagree with me on this, Whit, both of them are very good TV.
I highly disagree.
They're very stupid, but they make very good TV.
Right now.
We'll see. I don't know. I felt like we saw more of them in the trailer, so
we'll see what happens.
We'll
see what happens. Yeah. So we
be the first girl.
See it in the Troika.
I feel like
we can vote on that.
I feel like Leisha is going to be voted in.
Yeah,
I didn't see her talk to anybody other than Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be Alicia and probably one of the Brits and maybe someone else.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Alicia, one of the Brits.
Yeah, I can see her getting last on the challenge too.
Yeah.
Alicia and then Alicia and the blonde. What's the blonde's name? Melissa, that's right.
I haven't seen much of her.
Yeah, I don't think she had a single confessional last night. Maybe just one.
Yeah, she did.
Oh. All right.
Who's going to be in the top 3, Troika?
I don't know.
Girls or guys? Because what's the challenge? The baseball bat?
No, they're like, I don't know. They're like running on something. They're like running above water. It was like a big hashtag over water. They're doing something running on top of it. So I don't know. They're like balancing maybe.
So I guess we can't really vote.
One final question I got to ask you guys. Do you guys feel like Kayla's going to be a very prominent figure on this season?
Based off last night, no.
Yeah, not really. I would put more stock in Natalie at this point as far as newbies.
Right.
Yeah.
Natalie and
Kayla.
Well, I'm just talking about rookies, yeah. But like Kayla.
Yeah, I forgot she was on, and she didn't even do that good. She should have been in the Troika, or in the runnings of the Troika, at least.
Say it with me, Steph. Right.
All right, guys, let's wrap up. I gotta go downstairs and eat some chili.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So
I mean, that was pretty much our it was a weak prediction, but that's where we'll leave it off.
Thank you guys for joining us. Big Time Reality TV.
I'll try to keep up with this season for sure.
We're going to definitely.
Team Young Bucks.
I spoke with Marie. They're definitely both down to come back on. I know you want to get Cam. I feel like if I talk to Marie, she can talk to Cam.
For sure.
And Cam would be great. She's hilarious.
She's hilarious. And she's a good talker.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to Big Time Reality TV episode 44. You guys can follow us on Twitter at CSUGradAKirk. Where can they follow you, Stefan?
At Sanders CSS.
What about you, Whit?
Janelle MCG.
Then you guys can follow all of us at Reality Radio Pod, aka the most bipolar Twitter account ever.
The best.
Don't you feel like our Twitter followers are confused by your guys' opinions?
Oh, all the time.
Because one tweet,
they're confused, but it's just like it's a tweet.
One tweet's hating on Corey, one tweet's showing love to Corey.
Yeah, it's a tweet. We get both. We get the both of both worlds.
All right, guys.
The and the lovers.
We'll see you all next time. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Team Young Bucks. We out.
All right. All right. Talk to y'all later.